Hello, you guys. Good morning. Welcome to another book recommendation video. Again, we have thrillers because I've just really been reading a lot of these recently. The first one that I have on here, I listened to the audiobook of this. This is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Frida McFadden, I talk about her a lot in my book videos. She's probably the most famous thriller writer that there is right now. She has a lot of very, very popular books, and one or two of which is being made into a movie actually this year and next year. But this one is The Boyfriend. This one is 5 stars for me. This is a crime thriller, so the little quote that's on this book I put on here because I just love it so much, and it just encompasses like the story so good. So it says, "She's looking for the perfect man. He's looking for the perfect victim." So this story follows Sydney, who lives in New York, and she's going on dates. She's looking for a boyfriend. At the same time, someone there's a man in the city who dates women and then makes like the women that he goes on dates with are his victims, but he like dates them first. Um and so yeah, there's just this mystery man, and it's like, does Sydney find him? Is he one of the guys that she goes on a date with? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next, I feel like I never talk about Stephen King in any book video ever. I don't think I've ever talked about him. But this is The Institute by Stephen King, and I have like 3 more of his books on my physical TBR right now that I just haven't read. Um, so I definitely want to read some more books of his. But this one was 4 stars for me. It's been a while since I read this book. But so like immediately at the beginning of this book, a child is being kidnapped. And so I was like, whoa, right from the start. And it turns out that the main character, this child that's kidnapped, Luke, he's like taken to this place called the Institute, where there's a bunch of like, I don't know, like special children, like people with like special like mental abilities or like powers or something. And they're being just like examined and also like psychologically and like physically tortured by like whoever owns the institute. It's really crazy. There's like this huge scene of like all the children running around trying to escape. It gets kind of crazy. That book sounds crazy, but it's good, I promise. Okay, next, this was more of a recent read for me. Another Frida McFadden book, which I have right here, is The Tenant. This is one of her newer books, and this one was 5 stars for me. So this book follows Blake and his girlfriend, and so he recently lost the job that he had, so they're looking for a tenant to help them like cover rent and other payments and stuff. But it turns out that this girl who comes to live with them like starts doing weird things and like only targeting Blake and not his girlfriend, and then like also other weird things start happening, and it's like, is this random girl out to get him? Who is she? And then also like, why is his girlfriend starting to act weird? Like, just a bunch of crazy things start happening, and it's Frida McFadden, so it's an amazing thriller story, I promise. She does like plot twist so insane. Like, I never, even after reading so many of her books, I never see what's coming, like, ever. Literally never have I ever. Okay, and the next one is The Twin by Natasha Preston. Of course, I have to put one of her books on this list. She is my personal favorite thriller writer. She writes more young adult thriller books, so a little bit of a different category. And this one is 4 stars for me. So this book, The Twin, follows a set of twins, Iris and Ivy, and something, their mom has an accident, and so Ivy goes to live with Iris and their dad in a different city, different state maybe, I don't remember. But then soon the twin that moved in with them starts like slowly taking over her twin's life, like her friends, her school, her classes at school, her boyfriend even. Like she just really starts to take over their life and take over their dad even, and like just everything. And it starts to like, you start to question like who actually is this girl, and like what actually happened to their mom, and like is she evil, like what is happening. And yeah, it just follows these two girls, and it is just so interesting to see what happens. um and Natasha, she really does like plot twists really well. I've read like mostly all of her books at this point, and like I rarely ever see what's coming in those two. Okay, and the last book I have on this list is an audiobook that I just finished listening to. This is the last book I just read. This is The Business Trip by Jesse Garcia. This book was 3.5 stars for me, but I still definitely recommend it. Um, so this one's more of like a crime or mystery thriller. So this book follows two women, Stephanie, who is on a business trip, and Jasmine, who is actually running away from an abusive relationship. But it turns out that the two women end up in the same airport, same airplane, end up in the same city, end up in just all the same places, and they actually both end up disappearing and going missing. And so it's like all the other characters in this book has a lot of different POVs from different characters. Um, but this book goes about like figuring out what happened to the two women, and are they connected? How did they both go missing? Who is this man that they both interacted with, and did he kidnap both of them and kill them? Like what is happening? Like what is happening? And this is the first book I've ever read of hers. By the way, I've looked into some of her other books, and a couple more of them look good, so I might read those. Might put them on my TBR at some point. But this book really surprised me. It was really good thriller. And that's all the books that I have for this thriller recommendation video. Let me know if you guys have read any of these or want to read any of these. And also feel free to give me book recommendations based on, I don't know, these ones that I like. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.